Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. We are talking about Master P. We are talking about C Murda. We are talking about Monica. So when I saw all these names mixed together, I'm like, well, what is going on? They are not coming out with the album. That would be really funny. What happened was Kim Kardashian and Monica, behind the scenes, Monica made a long post on Instagram just basically saying how she reached out to Lala, and after a tearful conversation, she decided to get with Kim Kardashian to help C Murda to get out of prison. I don't even know where to start with this. So we're going to start with C Murda is the brother of Master P. Master P went on to be a business mogul, and C Murda ended up going to prison. Now they all would rap. They were all rapping together. I remember them in the music videos from the 90s. What I can tell, it looks like there was a divide between Master P and C Murda. Master P was more on the business side, like trying to get away from the hood and get away from the bad things, and C Murda was kind of, you know, still hanging around the same people. Long story short, wrong place, wrong time. A young man by the name of Steve Thomas was shot and killed. I believe he was 16 years old, and Kenneth Jordan lied and said that Romeo Miller, aka C Murda, was the one that did it. Word on the street is C Murda is innocent. They had no evidence, they had no DNA, no proof or anything, and he still ended up going to jail. They did not like his name, C Murda, and they thought that he was a threat, and they also felt that he would be better off the streets. So there's the innocent black man that is in prison. I do feel like if he is innocent, he should not be in prison. He has children. 20 years is a long time to be gone away from anybody. Allegedly, he and Monica, well, it's not really allegedly when it's true, but he and Monica had a relationship. She was 16 or 17 and he was about 26 years old. I also heard that he was married at the time that they had a relationship and he had children. So 16 and 26. Not only are you married, but you're messing with a minor. So it's like, should you really be out of prison or should you stay in there? Now I'm confused because now I can't stop thinking about R. Kelly. They had their relationship, boom. He goes to prison, you know, Monica dates a young man, I forgot his name, but he was killed. I'm not sure if he killed himself or somebody killed him. However, he died in front of Monica. She had 2 sons by Rocco, the rapper Rocco, and then she was recently married to the basketball player Shannon Brown, who she also divorced at the end of last year. Y'all see how everybody pretty much tie in together. What did he say? He talked about how he had to write a book to take care of his children, and he said that nobody helped him, nobody did anything for him, nobody ever tried to help him get out, like nobody helped him. So social media goes crazy. It's kind of an accusation if your brother is a wealthy rapper and you come out on the internet saying that nobody ever tried to help you. Oh, that is definitely an accusation, and if I was Master P, I would be a little offended too. More of Master P and C Murda's family members were posting stuff talking about, oh, there was a house that needed fixed and Master P didn't fix it, and they were basically, his family was, Master P's family blasted him, made it seem like he didn't do anything for anybody at all, period. Like he was just a rich family member that didn't give a damn about nobody else but himself. So Master P sees the post on Instagram where he's talking about, oh, I had to write a book to take care of my kids and nobody ever helped me, blah 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 blah. So y'all done made Master P mad. Master P made a long post and he also made a video basically talking about, and what do you give the man who has everything? You know, he's talking about himself and he's saying you could have gave a card, you could have said thank you. It's those small things, like, yeah, I have money, but it's those small things. Like, it's really the thought that counts. So I get what he's saying right there. He basically went off. He said the ATM is closed. He is no longer giving out money to ungrateful friends and family members. And he just talked about how he did help. He just talked about everything that he has done. And he said basically that people have been ungrateful. And he just really don't like how C Murda put out that book talking about their grandma, talking about their dad, basically saying that none of those people ever helped him. I don't know if I believe that he went to prison and nobody ever tried to do anything at all. They probably didn't succeed in their efforts, but it's hard for me to believe that, you know, nobody tried to do anything. Master P also made a comment that kind of seemed like he was throwing shots at Monica. He was like, you know, this your ride or die chick and everything like that, but she was just married 7 months ago. Master P was not playing. He was like, listen, y'all ain't gonna keep coming for me. Y'all ain't gonna keep saying that I ain't did nothing. I'm taking shots at everybody. He made a long post. Then Monica comes back and made a post like, hey, I never disrespected you, blah, 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 blah. So it looked like they were about to have a back and forth. Okay, then we have Romeo Miller, who is the son of Master P. He is on a show on Fox Soul called The Mix. He was on the show and they basically, his co-host asked him, how do you feel about what is being said about your dad? There was a clip or interview by NAACP member and activist Jerome Boykin, and Jerome Boykin said that he can confirm that Master P did do things to try to help his brother in the situation. First of all, if you wasn't hanging out with those people, it probably wouldn't have happened. Everybody ain't gonna go with you. But if you see that your brother created a life for y'all to be able to move away from that, for y'all to be able to, you know, separate from the hood, and I get it, you know, it probably was new to all of them. It's different. It's gonna take for you all to adjust mentally. You know, you may not want to let go your old friends because that's all y'all know. They probably all grew up together. So to change, I get that it could be a big adjustment, but sometimes you need to cut people off. We got to know when it's time to cut people off, because people will get you in trouble and leave you high and dry and leave you right there to fend for yourself. Because Kenneth Jordan lied on him. Where's Kenneth Jordan now? Where are those people at now? If young kids or whatever is watching my channel, when you are trying to hang out with people and be so loyal to these people, there's nothing wrong with being loyal to your friends, but are they a good friend? You know, why are you doing things that could get you in trouble, get you taken away from your family? Because I guarantee you, those same people that you get in trouble with, they are not going to be there for you. So if you're a young kid or a young person and you're watching this video, some things you just don't need to do. I really feel sad for him. Like, when you sit there and think about it, like, somebody has been locked up for 20 years over a crime they did not commit. Be loyal to your children. Be loyal to, you know, to your family. It's not just affecting the person that's locked up, it's affecting all those people that love him and care about him. Moving on to what Romeo said. Romeo basically said he did not agree with his dad coming on social media and addressing me. He also said he feels like there's too many people, too many opinions. Social media is all up and through what is going on, myself included in this. He also said that he had a dream. In the dream, he saw his uncle and his dad basically both were hurt and frustrated, but they didn't know how to verbalize it. And he feel like God wants him to be the mediator. But he also said, you know, what if my dad never made it? My dad is not God. And I get what he's saying. And he also said, my dad has kids of his own that he is trying to save. Now, when he says save, I don't know if he's what that really means. Maybe it's somebody that's just out here making poor decisions. But he said he is struggling trying to save his own kids and do things for his own children. Romeo was also asked if he can do anything different, what would it be? it would be to give that money, all that money they spent on lawyers. He feels like that money should have went to his little cousins. But it just goes to prove and go to show that Master P did spend money, but they spent money on lawyers and nothing happened. He's still in prison. And I'm sure that they spent that money with the intent or with the hopes that he would be able to come home. I hope that they can get some peace among their family. I hope that it can be worked out. And he also, Master P did also make another post saying that he has no problem with Monica. He can't wait to see his brother and hopes his brother is able to come home. And you also have to look at his perspective. Like, he made it. He tried to bring family members with him. And I can just imagine trying to do things for people and it's never good enough. You probably paid somebody's rent, that's not enough. Paid somebody's light bill, that's not enough. He told the younger people in his family, y'all go to college, use y'all degrees and help these people because I'm done. Sometimes in families, you know, you just can't do enough to make somebody happy. You can't do enough favors to make somebody happy. Give and give and give, and when you stop giving, that is a problem. I definitely get what he's saying. I see what is going on in his family, but I know if he was my uncle, I wouldn't ask him for nothing. If you want to give me something, I would gladly take it. And he's probably dealing with family who didn't make nothing of themselves. And like he said, I'm not God. I can't do everything. I can't make everybody happy. Back to Monica. My hope is that she doesn't get her hopes up so high and thinking that he's about to come home and be this. I don't know if they're going to rekindle their relationship. It looks like they might. She said something that let me know. I just feel like I would just say I hope that everything she does it with wisdom. Definitely see how your children feel. I'm not saying that Monica is going to just take this man and move him into the home. You know, she does have 3 children. She is fresh out of a divorce. So I feel like that might be too much for the kids. You know, I'm not saying she couldn't be his friend or they can't hang out, you know, in public away from her house. But I do think that'll be a bit much on the kids. They might not care, but I would feel like that's a bit much. I hope she's not expecting too much out of him. He will have to adjust to life outside of prison. I hope that this situation, you know, works out for the best. Those are my thoughts. So make sure you like this video, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, you can email me at glambyportia@gmail.com for business inquiries, for collaborations, for brand ambassador deals and partnerships. And thank you guys so much.